Grand Rise in Israel. Shalom, shalom. Coming to y'all today. Like I said, I'm going to switch the format on some of the things I share with y'all. And this is one of the things I do as a hobby. I enjoy my cars. And today I'm not going to be able to show y'all. God, I just had this alarm system put on here. Yeah, so, come on, stop it. I'm not going to be able to show y'all step for step. This is one of the things I miss about having a garage. I'm at a friend's of mine condo complex, which I'm going to just do some small maintenance on my vehicle today. I'm going to be doing I'm going to change my spark plugs and my coil packs. I'm going to share on here a link. There's a guy who got the same vehicle, and it's a really easy process, so I'm going to just walk y'all through this. Like I said, I'm just doing some other sharing. This has nothing to do with my normal material I share with y'all, so I'm just going to share y'all some of the things as a blessing that I've received, and I'm going to share with y'all. As like I said, with my new understanding, I'm thinking, not all of us are Israel, and so for us to gather and hold on, open this trunk here. My trunk is usually more neater than this, but I've been doing a lot of things. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show y'all. What this job is going to consist of. I'm going to share a link to a guy who actually built this on the same vehicle. And I'm going to be removing this here first. This is where my spark plugs and my coil pack is. And this is an 8-cylinder, so there's 4 spark plugs on this side with 4 coil packs. And then I'm going to have to remove this by removing that. And this here, this screw and this whole assembly comes out. And then here, it's going to be the 4 spark plugs and 4 coil packs. And it's not actually a hard job. That's the thing I love about V8s and, rear-wheel drive vehicles, because they're easy to maintain and work on. I also have a 72 Chevy Impala. It's getting custom work done on it now, and so I'm gonna be building it out. Hopefully I'll be able to share some more works with that. Somebody's doing primarily all the work on that because it's a lot of custom work. And so that's gonna be, I'm gonna share some before and after pictures and all that other stuff. Like I said, this is in the process of me moving, including, and at the same time enjoying what I like to do. This is a Jaguar XJ8 Sport. They usually come with a straight 6 in them. And this is the V8 Performance 4.0. Yeah, the newer vehicles, they build them and they do some things to them where, if you understand an older vehicle, everything was accessible. You could change your own fuel pump, everything. In a late model, let's say 70s, 60s model GM vehicles, the fuel pump was right up under the hood, off the engine block, down there. Of course, there was more room in this engine bay. But you can get in there and change out that fuel pump. The newer vehicles today, this car included, the fuel pump is inside the gas tank, which I had a fuel pump when I first bought this vehicle from another friend of mine. When I first bought it, the fuel pump went out, and I figured I knew how to fix it. So I didn't have much fuel in it. I was going to drop the tank, and actually the fuel pump was letting me know from a video I watched that it was on the outside of the pump. Outside of the tank. So I removed this tire, had the car jacked up, located it. Come to find out, Jaguar has 2 fuel pumps, and I had only located the one that was the primer. It primes the actual fuel pump, which is inside the tank. How does it prime a fuel pump that's inside the tank? Well, I'm guessing from a fuel line. And yeah, these are my custom rims that I'm going to be switching out sometime next year, only because I caught a flat yesterday. That's where this damage came from, and so I had to put new tires on they were dry rotted from sitting, brand new tires, but they had dry rotted custom 22-inch tires. I had it at another friend of mine just before I started trucking, I think, and someone stole all my caps. And if you take one cap off, and you can see that there's locks. I have locks, 2 sets of locks on every wheel, which is going to make it hard to steal them. Once they seen it was a lock on the wheel, that was a sign for them to quit trying to do what they were doing. But they made it a point to go around and steal all my caps. So now my lugs are exposed, which ain't gonna do any damage. It just looks naked. And this is a discontinued wheel, so I'm having a hard time finding them online. And I'm sure I could find them if I could put more time into it. Like I said, this is got the back seat covered. Came with ostrich skin. A friend of mine, like I said, he had this vehicle, and he had too many vehicles, and his wife was pressuring him to get rid of one of his 4 vehicles. He kept the BMW and some other nice cars he had, and he sold me this one. And like I said, it's well maintained. No interior issues. Basic wear and tear, but nothing major. No cracks in the dash or stuff like that. Everything works. V8s, I love V8s. And I'm doing some more work to this as far as custom stuff I'm going to be doing to it. I'm going to put the halo headlights in it. I'm not doing nothing as far as tinting. That's factory tint. I like my cars classy, and I don't like all the gaudy stuff, like, those are 22-inch wheels. I don't think anything bigger needs to be on a car. 26s and all that, that's something I would do on a truck. I don't like all that gaudy stuff. But so, like I said, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I got a ride over to my storage where I got all my tools at, so I was just coming over here making sure his facility would be okay as far as them seeing me work on the car. And he let me know he know maintenance and everything. They know I ain't tearing it apart, taking no trans out, and I'm just switching out some parts. Car's still gonna be, mechanically moving and all that other such stuff. So finally got my registration done. I had it sitting, like I said, in storage for almost 6 years, and that's the reason why the tires went dry rotted. But it's a nice vehicle. Let's see. Like like I say, the thing with these German-made vehicles, I'm more trusting of a Japanese, Acura, Honda, Nissan, and Toyota. As far as if you want something foreign, I call that foreign too. They like to say that the Jaguars and Audis and all that are the only thing they recognize as foreign. But this understanding is what I take as a Japanese being a foreign, and they're easy to maintain because they give you less problems. This car, like I said, I've only had the issue with the fuel pump, but mechanically wise, I've had no problems with it. Now, I don't know if the maintenance on it, because I don't hardly drive it. I've probably put less than 8,000 miles on it since I bought it, and but I drive it, but I mean, I just don't drive it every day due to my job too. But even when I wasn't doing trucking, I didn't drive it like that. I had a Suburban, but yeah, I was trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, like I say, the maintenance on it, I've had only that fuel pump issue, and what I'm doing today is what's needed. I don't know if my friend did a tune-up ever on it, so I'm getting some misfiring going on when it comes random, I mean, it rides perfect, it'll start doing a little jerking and such, so I went and had it diagnosis done on it, and that's what they told me, that it was in need of a tune-up. Coil packs were going bad. I think he said it was 2 bad coil packs on it. And what I'm gonna do is I believe in doing things the right way. I'm changing everything out, all 8, 4 on each side, spark plugs and coil packs. So I ain't got to worry about that issue ever happen again. Not for at least 30,000 miles, or 40, 50, 60,000 miles when something like that might be expected, but I'm not gonna deal with it. So yeah, I got a toolbox here. I don't think it got what I need though. Pretty sure it don't. I need my ratchet. Yeah, because I'm going to have to stop and get some other stuff. Like I'm going to get some throttle body cleaner. Once I get this all down, I'm going to put in the description. The guy, he's got the same vehicle doing this job, and you can see how easy it is. The only thing is it's time consuming, 2 to 3 hours out of your day. But I'm not doing anything else. I'm on home time and it's acting up. I got the time. With this corona going on, it ain't nothing else going on in this world. So the throttle body is in here. So once I remove this whole housing, I'm gonna have this exposed, and I'm gonna use that throttle body cleaner. It's basically like a carburetor. Clean that out. I just had the oil change. I use nothing but synthetic on all my vehicles. That ensures that you get good miles out of them. I had a Suburban and a Denali, and my Denali had, I think when I gave it to my brother, I think it had 265,000 miles on it. Like I said, I'm not scared of miles as long as it's maintained. These things are designed to run like sewing machines as long as you maintain them and take care of them. I put the right fuel in it. Don't do cheap things because you're gonna end up paying for it later. And like when you get hit with that bill, you might as well find out it's less damage done because you used the stuff that was required or best for that vehicle. Don't cut corners if you can avoid cut. So just trying to give y'all some insight on maintenance of V8 motors and understanding how easy it was with older vehicles, like changing radiator hoses, even a radiator, you know. Um, all this stuff was easy task work with earlier model vehicles. And they made a lot of newer cars. They put things on top of everything, so you will have to take it to a mechanic, and that way they can pay their mechanics. That's where they giving them job security by how they built these vehicles. And I remember I used to work on vehicles doing exhaust and shocks and all that other such. And first time a Chevy Lumina came in, Chevy Lumina lady came in and got 4 tires on her vehicle and a battery, but they forgot to put the battery on the work order. So I did the 4 tires. She came out the store shopping and was expected to roll, and she asked about the battery, and they said, "Oh, we forgot to do the battery." I was the technician on the vehicle, so I told her, "No problem. I'm thinking a battery, which is going to be a battery mount which holds the battery secured to the frame, and 2 power cords, you know, positive and negative." Well, in that particular vehicle, I didn't know till I popped the hood and saw they had something over the battery like this, and let's say the water reservoir, which mine is down there under the frame. It was a hole, like a shell on top of the battery. So you have to remove this, the hose for the windshield washer fluid that goes into it, and this other apparatus that was in that area. So I had to remove all that to put the battery in, and when I told her it would just simply be 10 minutes, it turned it to be 45 minutes or so. So she wasn't too happy. And with this vehicle here, yeah, I might have to hurry up. I'm in Houston, and they got the storm weather, so it might end up raining. I might have to put this off. That look like rain coming, and I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is coming. Yeah, this might not go down today. Okay, on this, my battery is under here. This is where my battery is, under this. So if I need jump or something like that, my battery is under here. This compartment opens up. That's your battery. So it's not under the hood. So this is what I'm doing for the day. Well, might not happen today now. Might not happen. But this is what I enjoy, doing things like this with my time. And like I said, I got a 72 Chevy Impala, 4-door sedan, and I'm having a custom roof put in it. It's a panoramic roof, remote control, powered, and function. And it's strictly a project car. It's not even running right now. I'll post some pictures or something like that, or lay some pictures out and let you see what that's looking like. But Israel, this is what I'm doing with my time. Like I said, this is somewhat how I'm gonna take my break away from not so much as sharing. I'm gonna still be sharing things that I think that we need to know, but I'm really in the spirit of seeing, you know, there's very few of us, and it played on understanding of words when I was looking at Rap the News, and a statement I made in one of my videos, how he calls a lot of our people Gentiles, because he's saying they don't have the spirit in them of Israel. And I can see where that has some validation of what I'm experiencing and what I'm feeling, and seeing that we're not all Israel, even though we born and seeds of those that came off the ships. Not everybody is Israel. And you look at just what the Most High did with Jacob and Esau, and bless Jacob, and how Isaac and Ishmael, he blessed Isaac, and Cain and Cable and Abel and Cain, you know. So I'm looking at this distinction of an understanding, and that's the power of the Most High, you know. And Even me going into stores today to purchase some things that I needed to do this job, I'm looking at people, I got my fringes on, and I'm knowing how I'm feeling about being proud of who I am. And I passed not one other soul that knew who they were or what these fringes were. Yet we had the same skin. Man, it's kicking up. It's about to go down. So this is what I'm saying. This is gonna be some of the material I'm sharing. Like I say, I know who I am, and I'm not gonna be too much trying to convince others. They ain't gravitating toward a clue. We are family, those of us that know already, and that's how I'm gonna be operating. Yeah, this wind is kicking up. So I think I'm gonna have to abort mission. But nevertheless, this is what I'm aiming to do on my time off. Spend some time with my baby. It might not happen today though, but just to give you an idea. Y'all share in the comments some of the things y'all like to do in it, spending your time relaxing, no pressures of the world. All vintage. And I enjoy it. So with that, Israel, I'm gonna say y'all enjoy. Hope y'all enjoyed this brief little check-in with y'all. And if y'all come across anything you care to share with me to share in future videos, feel free. And once again, thank you to Beverly, brother Elijah, Trey, and Slingshot, and many others that contributing with comments and material you share. I really appreciate it. All praise to the Most High, the God of Israel. I am. Shalom.